Hey there TRW crew, Matt Vassallo here with the Rhinestoneworld.com. So this video tutorial is going to walk you through how to set up and install your GCC Expert 24 cutter that you purchased from the Rhinestoneworld.com. So during this video, I'm going to walk you through your complete install, taking the cutter out of the packaging, getting all the materials and setting it all up to get this connected to your computer with the Great Cut software so you are able to start making some money right away. So depending on what type of package you purchase from the Rhinestoneworld.com, you might have just purchased the actual GCC Expert 24 cutter, you might have purchased a Rhinestone starter kit or a heat transfer vinyl starter kit. So depending on your box and your package, you might have gotten starter kits included with it, just depending on what you ordered on the website. But no matter what you ordered, if you ordered the GCC Expert 24, this video is going to walk you through exactly how to get it set up and get it working for your business. So of course the Expert 24 is going to come with all of its protective packaging on it just to protect it during the shipping. So you want to make sure you remove all of the different packaging. You want to remove the actual foam that you see here. So you will see different zip ties and styrofoam around the actual cutter that's just protecting it so it isn't moving during the shipping process. So just grab a pair of scissors and carefully remove all of this. You also will see some different films that are covering the top. That's just going to protect it from scratches as well during the shipping process. And then you're going to see on the back side of the cutter as well, there is another foam layer, and that's just protecting your actual pinch roller releases right there. So you see the two pinch roller releases on the back side right here. That's what that one was protecting. We'll show you how to use those as well. So you can see your pinch rollers will move along your cutter. This is a 24-inch cutter. And then you have your middle roller there, and that just helps the material from bubbling up. So you always want to make sure your pinch rollers are set on these white marks right here. So you can see the white mark. You want to make sure the pinch roller is set right beneath one of the white areas because that's where your different tracking rollers are. So you always want to make sure that before you start a cut, if it isn't lined up right, then the cutter will let you know before you start your cut that it is misaligned, it's not going to track right. So also included in your package right here, this is your roller for your vinyl rolls or sticky flock or whatever material you're actually using. So you're just going to put the roller right on top, and you can see you can adjust it depending on the actual size of the material. So this is 9-inch roll of sticky flock. You can see how easily that rolled on it right there. Now some other items that is going to be included in your packaging. You of course want to make sure that you register your GCC cutter to receive your warranty. So make sure you register it right away. And we have our different cords for connection. So the cord we're going to use here to set up is our actual USB cord. And then of course you have your power cord. So this is your power cord here. And you have your USB cord right here. So the USB connection is what we're going to use today, and that's what most of you will probably use, but you also have your other connection as well. So first thing we're going to do, power cord right on the side of the GCC cutter. Let's go ahead and plug that in. And then of course we got our power outlet. We need power for our cutter. Let's get it into our outlet here. So we have our actual power cord connected to our cutter. Now we're going to plug in our USB cable. And the USB cable here is what's going to send the information from your computer to the cutter. So on the right side, if you're looking at the cutter, we're going to go ahead and plug in the back side there of the USB, and then the USB to your actual computer that's going to be sending whatever file it is to your cutter. Now other items we have included in our packaging, of course you have your quick installation guide. We wanted to make this video to hopefully even make it easier for you to go ahead and get everything installed, and your Great Cut instruction or installation guide as well, and that's the RIP software that comes with it. You have your trimming razor blade there, that's just for cutting your actual material. You have a backup cutting strip here. So the cutting strip has an adhesive on the back side of it that goes onto the cutter. You're going to get a pair of tweezers here, And we have our TRW tweezers on our website as well, which are perfect for rhinestones. And then you have just some different stickers that you can put on it as well. And your great GCC Great Cut software. And that's what the software that's actually going to send the file to the cutter. Now you can also send directly from CorelDRAW as well. So if you want to send directly from CorelDRAW X4 or X5 or actually X6, you can do that as well. And then you have your GCC quality promise. So you definitely want to save this. It's going to have your model number, everything you need, and all of the GCC quality promise that comes with this cutter. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and install the Great Cut software. So you're going to go over to your computer and go ahead and insert that disk into your actual computer disk drive. And now we're over to our computer. So we're going to go to our DVD disk drive here. And we're going to go to our auto run feature. So let's click on auto run there. And it's going to say English or another language. We're going to go ahead and click on English. And we're going to go ahead and click our Expert 24 is the actual cutter that we're setting up here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our drivers in first. So we clicked on that, click the next button here. It's just showing us where our printer cord goes, so we already set all of that up. So we know to turn the cutter on. So we're going to go over and turn the power on to our actual GCC Expert 24. You want to make sure you have your printer cord that we already plugged in an earlier step in this video. And then it's also going to go ahead and install your AAS system for your CorelDRAW or your Adobe Illustrator. So let's go ahead and click OK on that. And it says right there, add Expert 24 printer driver successfully. Now you're going to go ahead and do your online registration. And we went ahead and installed everything online. We want to make sure that you have CorelDRAW or Illustrator shut down on your computer. And then you're going to go ahead and hit install on that. It was installed successfully. We're going to click OK. And now we're actually going to install our Great Cut software. So we got our drivers and everything in for the actual cutter. Now we're going to install the actual Great Cut software here. So the Great Cut software is a good program if you want to save it as an EPS SVG file, bring it straight into there. But we're also going to create a video that's going to show you exactly how to cut straight from CorelDRAW to your GCC Expert 24 as well. And then what that's going to do, it's going to allow you to skip actually using the Great Cut software, and you can just cut it directly from Corel. So you always want to make sure that you register your software and your cutter. So we're registering our software here. You want to fill out all the information here to register your software, just to make sure if anything goes wrong, if you lose your software, anything else, that you have everything on file for GCC to send your information at a later date if you need it. So we're going to go ahead and request our license code here. And we are good to go. So now what's going to happen is GCC is going to email you a license code. So this one, it only took about 2 minutes for us to get the email. They say it can take up to 10 minutes. But then once you get that email, then you're going to actually enter all of the information for that code into your software, and that's what's going to allow you to get everything done. Okay, so now it's asking if we want to create a shortcut on our desktop. We went ahead and chose yes. And now we're going to go ahead and install the software. So we already entered our serial number that was emailed back to us, and we're installing the Great Cut 2 setup right now. Alright, Installation Shield Wizard is complete. Go ahead and click on Finish, and we are done installing software. So now we're back to the cutter, and we're actually releasing the blade holder right here. So you can see the blade holder is going to have a cover that's protecting your blade during the shipment process. So you definitely want to take that off before you start cutting. And you can see the blade holder just clicks right back into place there. So that blade is all perfect, back in place. Now again, I'm going to show you unclick and then just push it back to click it into place. Now on the back side right here, we have our roller. We just have a roll of our FDC vinyl right here that we're going to load in. So lift up your pinch rollers You're going to feed it in through the back right there, and then come around to the front and pull it through the front side. Again, we have both of our pinch rollers lifted up so the material can feed through. Now we're going to go ahead and adjust our pinch rollers to where we want it to go, and go ahead and drop them down onto the material to lock them down. So we have our middle roller right there that's going to help with the tracking process as well. Now you can scroll up and down to start it in that corner right there. So you want to start it in that bottom right corner, and then you're just going to go ahead and click on the online offline button. Now once everything's loaded, you do want to make sure to do a quick test cut on your material. So you're just going to click on your origin and then click on cut test. It's going to draw a quick square and circle around right there to show you what a test cut's like, to make sure that your blade is set up correctly and it's going through your material right, and you can see our test cut is perfect. So your GCC Expert 24 professional cutter is all set up. Installation of the software is on your computer, and you are ready to start making some money with this awesome cutter. So if you do have any questions, make sure to give us a call. Number's 941-755-1696. This is Matt with the rhinestoneworld.com, and you guys all have a great day.